In this episode of Overcoming the Dragon, we're going to be discussing how that Obama and Trump and every other president has been nothing more than a relay race, and they're all working together. In fact, Obama himself said we're all in the same team. We're going to be discussing how that Obama was the one that was bringing the chaos, and he's going to continue to bring chaos. But Donald Trump will be the one to bring law and order, even the New World Order. Stay tuned.
The Prince of Darkness is bringing his full wrath in these last days, and Overcoming the Dragon ministry stands ready to defend the gospel and overcome his lies with the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Brother Skinner relentlessly marches forward through enemy lines, tearing down Satan's strongholds and setting the captives free. Your investment in this ministry, large or small, will be rewarded in this life and the life to come. God bless you.
Well, I hope to give you a perspective, folks, that maybe you haven't heard anywhere else, because you're either hearing that Trump is being, attacked by Obama, or you're hearing that, Obama is now done being president and he's just going to write a book. But listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, what's going on here. The presidents of the United States, basically CEOs of the corporation America, are selling the company. They're selling the corporation. And Obama basically was the president or the CEO to bring chaos into the United States. And now Donald Trump is the one that's going to bring law and order, or, a police state, martial law. They're going to work together. Obama's going to continue to work with Eric Holder in California. They're going to continue to work to bring down the country. But they can't let you and I know that they're both on the same side, where we know emphatically they're on the same side. They always got to keep us guessing all the time, right? But you heard Obama say when Trump won, he said we're all on the same team. And he meant that. They are on the same team. And that's why you will never see Donald Trump prosecute Hillary Clinton. That's why you saw them give her and her husband a standing ovation the night of his inauguration. They're sending clear signals. If anybody has eyes to see and ears to hear, they're sending clear signals that they're all on the same team, okay? When they sit together in a Jesuit, dinner with the likes of Henry Kissinger and the David Rockefeller, these are the most grotesque war criminals on the planet. These are evil men, wicked, wicked men. And they're, the Jesuits, it's just abomination, okay? And Donald Trump is right in the midst of it. Now, I do believe that many out there are, looking for some kind of a man to save them, right? That's why many are going to believe in the Antichrist, because they're looking for some man to save them. Well, the scripture says, cursed is the man that puts his trust in man, right? And so we have all these people today that are looking to Trump to save America, when really Trump is a part of the team of these communists that are basically selling out the United States of America. I know you don't believe me. I know you don't think it could be possible. And I know when, somebody tells the truth, at first people just can't receive it. They can't believe it. It could be possible. But they're all in the same team. Both the right wing and the left wing are connected to the same ugly bird. Okay? You need to understand what's going on here. This is, without question, the phoenix, right, that is going to come out of the ashes, a new America, which it's not going to be America. It's their plan is that the new America will basically be global. It'll be the whole world. They're not interested in the United States just being where it is now. They want to take over the whole planet. And so they are working together in collusion with China and I believe even Russia. They're all working together for a new world order. The leaders of the nations of the world are all in collusion. It's you and I, the common people, right? It's you and I, the citizens that are not in the club, so to speak. But all the leaders of these nations are all working in collusion together, a huge conspiracy to bring about a global new world order and a one world government. Iran's calling for the new world order. Israel's calling for a new world order. The United States is calling for a new world order. Russia's calling for a new world order. European Union, Tony Blair was calling for a new world order. All the nations of the world, everybody is calling for a new world order. And as far as I can see, there's no nation on the planet right now that's not working towards this end. And then, in fact, that's what the United Nations is. The United Nations is just that, uniting the nations together to become one nation under God. Now, this has been their plan it goes back, decades and decades. It goes back way, way back because, it's even on our dollar bill. And the idea is one nation under God, right? It goes back to Babylon, where they wanted to build a tower and they wanted to build a city and they wanted to fill the whole earth. And God said, no, I'm going to confound this. I'm going to confound this. And it's the same thing going on today. We're watching before our eyes all countries, all the sovereignty of all countries, all nations on the earth are giving up their sovereignty, are giving up their individuality, and they're all becoming one. That's what we're seeing right now. That's why just recently in Canada, oh, by the way, Canada's calling for a new world order as well. Canada just recently put out a welcome mat for Muslims. And Eric Holder is a Muslim. Obama's a Muslim. And I do believe that through Eric Holder and other Muslims and the Brotherhood that's in the United States right now are all working together. And I do believe there's something going on in California right now that is unprecedented. I believe that it's something that is actually catastrophic. I don't know all the details to it right now, but there's a reason why different things, we won't go into any detail, but different things are going on in California right now. Obama just bought a mansion or some expensive building, house or whatever in California. He's going to live in California once he leaves Washington. He's got 2 houses, but he's got millions now because the book deal that he just signed, him and his wife, basically I think it's a $65 or $70 million contract. So he has plenty of money, live where he wants to live. But you got to understand what's going on here, people. And I've been telling you this. There's a civil war coming, okay? And the United States of America is being sold, not to another country, but it's being sold out to the New World Order. Are you listening? When George Bush Sr. made this statement, when he said, a New World Order can emerge, where a creditable United Nations with their peacekeeping role can govern the conduct of nations. They're talking about a one world government. I know most Americans don't want to wake up. They just want to sleep. They just want to believe that there's this fight going on between Donald Trump and Obama. Don't believe that foolishness. They're on the same team, people. They're working together. Just like where you saw Donald Trump speaking against Hillary Clinton. And then after it was all said and done, when the dust settled, right, and there was more division in our country than ever, he just acts like it didn't even happen, right? He just says, oh, well, we'll just forgive and forget, right? We're not going to do anything. They're good people, right? No, they're murderers. They're murderers. That's what the Clintons are. They're murderers. And so, you can believe what you want. I'm going to tell you the truth. The Lord already told me that Donald Trump's a snake in the grass. That can't be good. So, apologize for my voice this evening, but I guess it's the air here in this area. But, folks, you can either thank me for being bold enough and being courageous enough and having enough, courage to tell you the truth, or you can reject what I'm telling you. But I'm going to tell you, going back many, many, many presidents, they're all just running a relay race. They're all working towards the same end. If you don't think that Donald Trump is about this New World Order and wants to see this New World Order, then you tell me, what is he doing having a meeting with Henry Kissinger? Huh? Oh, yes. Donald Trump is working. And you haven't heard Henry Kissinger come out and talk against Donald Trump, have you? Of course you haven't. Because he's not going to. Because they're all working towards the same end, people. You got to understand. Donald Trump is buddies with the Rockefellers, okay? He's buddies with them. I mean, he's friends with the elite of New York City, right? He's in with all of these corporations and all these elites. Donald Trump travels in the circles of the elite people. And that's why he chose billionaires for his cabinet. That it's not because he's trying to fight against communism or he's trying to fight against the Democrats or he's trying to fight against Obamacare and all that. No, he's going to bring something much worse than Obamacare, people. You can't even imagine what's getting ready to come. I'm going to tell you right now, Donald Trump is bringing total socialism to the United States of America. He's going to tell you that he's against Obama. He's going to continue to tell you that he is not for the same things as Obama. But what you're going to find out is Donald Trump is going to make decisions that are going to be so divisive to divide this country, like the pipeline. He knows that's dividing the country. And there's other things that are going on, like the Obamacare and switching that out for another. It's not because he's trying to give us something better. It's because they're literally on purpose trying to divide the country. Because they even know it's divide and conquer, people. See, when the elites like Donald Trump, and when they look at the bigger picture, they're looking at a global community, right? They say, well, you Americans, you don't understand right now. You don't understand what we're doing. We're doing something that's great. We're doing something amazing. We are going to have a new world order. We're going to have a global community. And everybody's going to get along. And there's not going to be any more war. We're going to have peace on earth. But see, this is the greater good. You people don't understand it right now. And you hold to the sovereignty of your country. And you don't want to let go of the how do I say it? The coattail strings or the coattails. You don't want to let go, right, of mama's strings, You know what I'm trying to say, here in America. So they know people are not going to give up their country. And they're going to feel threatened, right? So they can't just come in and say, what do you think, folks? We're all just going to get together and have a one world government. What do you think about that? No, the people won't do that. They're terrified of that idea. And they know that. But I'm going to tell you, Donald Trump is all for the New World Order. If you don't think so, you just keep watching. And like I've told you many times, don't listen to what he says. Watch what he does.